So a lot of you may realize that I am obviously excited for this Godzilla 2 to come out. Really, uh I think the release date is like 2017, 2016, 2017, or 2018, but either of those years just cannot come any quicker. And I apologize for that glare. The window is right there. I apologize, but I just want to capture myself in this angle. But I'm getting off topic. Um, I want to talk a little bit about Godzilla 2 and another some of my ideas for this. Actually, this isn't even most of this isn't really even my idea. This comes from another YouTuber, Deadpoolzilla, who I'm subscribed to. Um, and he had a awesome idea, and I just really hope that they do this, especially with King Ghidorah, because King Ghidorah is, aside from Godzilla, one of my all-time favorite kaiju. Just, he's just an awesome kaiju, and I really hope that they don't mess him up too much in this upcoming or in the upcoming Godzilla sequels. So, he suggested that, keep the space element, keep the cosmic element, like have it where like basically he is the space equivalent to Godzilla, and like aliens basically somehow cocooned him or entrapped him in like they basically trapped him. To me, I think they should keep keep it where it's similar to like Ghidorah the three-headed monster, where like he just came out of a fucking meteorite type looking cocoon thing or whatever. But basically, just have them entrapped and like have them send them off into space. But uh-oh, the meteorite or the cocoon or whatever, it lands on Earth, and eventually, I guess maybe you'll have like maybe the military, find this thing and like basically do the same thing with what they did with the Mutos in in this Godzilla film, but like have it to where like obviously they free him, and he runs amok and tears up shit all across the globe, and it's all up to Rodan, Godzilla, and Mothra to save the Earth. Basically, if they wow, if they follow that route all in the same sequel, it would basically be a they might as well just call it Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster again, because it'll be a fucking remake. But I really hope they don't change the cosmic element of King Ghidorah, simply because first of all, if they're aiming for realism, I would find it more believable for this thing to actually come from space. You know, I would find it first of all, I would find it way too convenient for like Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah all to have just survived whatever massive extinction that their species went through. All for them to just survive, all for them to just survive, this mass extinction, and for all four of these monsters to just be alive at the same time. If they're aiming for realism, that's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest that. Um, it's really ridiculous enough that apparently Godzilla, Mothra, and Rodan are all gonna be awakened at around the same time. So that's kind of weird. So I don't want them to do an earthly type thing with King Ghidorah. I really hope they don't do the freaking mutated little Pikachu things that they did in the 1991 Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. Really hope they don't do that, because to me, again, that's that's more ridiculous than a cosmic route. So I really hope they do the cosmic route. Again, I'm gonna do another reference to ETN Noobs. I mean ETN News, because the host Rob. I'm sorry, I really have a bone to pick with him sometimes. Um, oh God, he apparently the cosmic route to him is cheesy. it's too cheesy for today's audience. Which really, I gotta kind of disagree with, simply because, again, and I said this in my last video, but once you start stripping away things and cutting things down and dumbing, the character down, you're basically insulting the audience, because like you're basically thinking that they're too stupid to, you know, accept, complex complex kaiju origins. It's really stupid, really, really fucking stupid. And as I said, Hollywood, I know why they're doing it. It's to like, you know, have a much more broader audience than just us kaiju fans, I guess. So like, they dumb it down a little bit so like people can like, um, I guess like it more. But as I said, Hollywood really, they just need to be more concerned with making movies that'll just please the fans, because eventually, it's I don't think it's just gonna be me. Eventually, if they end up changing like way too much, you're just gonna piss off somebody. They're gonna piss off a lot of fans, in my opinion. And this franchise isn't gonna do well if they just change, drastically. But that's just my opinion. If they do something else to where, really, I don't know what else they can do with King Ghidorah besides a cosmic route that would seem possible. And I know that I say that Hollywood, just stick with the origins and all that stuff, and just don't care. Who cares if like people are gonna complain, oh, that's too cheesy, blah 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 blah. Um, basic. I don't understand why they're so concerned with making making Godzilla so realistic when, you know, it's a 300-foot fucking reptile. First of all, right there, that shouldn't be too believable. I mean, it's really entertaining, don't get me wrong. It's entertaining as hell. But, that's not really believable. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on what they should do with King Ghidorah. Again, that wasn't my thoughts. Those weren't my thoughts at all. That comes from another YouTuber, Deadpoolzilla. So shout out to you, Deadpoolzilla, because you do some awesome vids. And later.